Is Jarrett Allen back on the trade block right after getting an extension for 3 more years with the Cleveland Cavaliers that'll pay him $30 million a year starting 2 years from now? Jarrett Allen's name has come back up as a possible trade candidate for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it's paired with the fact that he signed an extension. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cavs Digest. Billy Beebe with you, breaking down everything happening with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And while they have not signed a free agent, they have still had a very busy offseason, extensions galore, USA basketball drama, and more coming along with Donovan Mitchell. But Jarrett Allen is once again in the news for the Cavs as after signing his extension for 3 more years that would pay him $30 million, everybody rushed and said, this is so exciting. Jarrett Allen's back. Jarrett Allen's staying. The core 4 is locked up. The big 4 is locked up. Well, Mark Stein corrected that pretty quickly, and Stein putting this report out today. NBA insider Mark Stein, he put this on his website, which is subscribe only, so Bleacher Report kind of forwarded it. He was essentially obligated to sign his 3-year, $91 million contract extension by August 6th, so the Cavaliers could still potentially trade him before the 2024-2025 deadline. February 2nd is the soonest the Cavaliers can sign Jarrett Allen. Now, recapping, Jarrett Allen had a great year. He was really good. He played his role so well on offense and defense. He unfortunately did get hurt during the playoffs, which was killer for a lot of Cavs fans, debating his value and feeling like he was really going to help in the Boston Celtics series. 16.5 points per game, 10.5 rebounds that give him this extension. Coach Kenny Atkinson has mentioned him a couple of times as how he would use him, that Jarrett Allen would be an asset for the Cavs, that they would kind of use a Kevon Looney, Draymond situation with he and Evan Mobley. That was a big point of it. However, the narrative keeps flipping back that he is holding Evan Mobley back, that this 2 big men system just isn't going to work. And Evan Mobley, who the Cavaliers also gave an extension to, you can go back and check that out, needs room to work, needs to be the center, needs the most minutes, can't have the lane clogged in, and some feel it'll help the other Cavaliers also. So for Jarrett Allen, at this point in time, Mark Stein reporting those things about him and saying, hey, yeah, he signed an extension, but it's probably just so the Cavaliers had to do that so that if there is a trade, that he's got 5 years on it, and that deadline for an extension hasn't passed. So a New Orleans, who we've discussed in the past as a possible trade partner for the Cavaliers, possible Brandon Ingram trade. You can go back and watch that video. That kind of information comes when you subscribe to Cavs Digest. But they can now say, hey, you get 5 years of Jarrett Allen, who does pretty well health-wise, plays a lot of games, and like we said, benefits on both ends of the floor. The Cavaliers kind of had to do this, and that's what Mark Stein is saying in this report is, hey, it may have looked like the Cavaliers locked down the big man, but in reality, they had no choice, because if they do want to trade him, they have to tell a team, hey, we locked him up. You get 5 years with him. His extension is set. $30 million won't be too big of a deal in a few years. So things have really flip-flopped with Jarrett Allen. And it leads me to believe, what is the value here in this big man? Certainly not in the playoffs. So year 1, Cavs against the Knicks, they win just 1 game. Allen gets shoved around. Mobley, everybody got shoved around. Mobley, Garland, Mitchell, everybody shoved around. Year 2, he plays very well against the Orlando Magic. Very well. But in the end, not well enough. He gets hurt. There's questions about how tough he is, how strong he is. Doesn't finish out that series, probably when they need him most, because they felt that the big men for the Cavaliers would really make the difference. Jarrett Allen not in that mix, not around, and couldn't really help against the Celtics. So kind of a strange effect right now where they are with him. However, again, that 18-2 streak the Cavaliers went on, Mobley was out, Garland was out, and the Cavaliers played very well. Jarrett Allen was a part of that. So I think the Cavs are left in a tough position wondering if they need to keep him or if they need to keep him on the block. And I do believe that they'll keep him on the block all the way up until the trade deadline. It is concerning the back and forth that we've had with him, the value the Cavaliers see in him. At times you feel like he's so valuable, and they value him and really feel good about how they value him. And then now at this point in time, it's no, they've been using him as a trade piece all along. He's been in the trade loop. The Cavaliers love the trade loop with him. A lot of options there. A team like the Pelicans straight up don't have a center and really feel like Jarrett Allen can make the difference. And twice now we've seen Jarrett Allen kind of help make a team better, and for the Cavaliers especially, when he arrived, immediately started making an impact. So I'm interested to see what the Cavs decide they want to do with the big man. It appears from this report from Mark Stein that he is back on the block, that contract extension of $91 million over 3 years, which now gives him 5 years counting this year, was just necessary, that they had to offer that contract just in case when they found a trade partner, they wanted Jarrett Allen for 5 years. And I think there's a lot of teams that do, and even if he had a bad first half or was injured, they would want Jarrett Allen. So back to the Cavaliers, other things going on with them. We reported and talked a while ago about Isaac Okoro. So it was Woj that said, Bobby Marks had said, watch Isaac Okoro. That's a sign-and trade for the Cavaliers. That's an easy sign-and trade. They'll sign Isaac Okoro, and they'll trade him. They'll upgrade with Cam Johnson. They'll upgrade with, at the time, Miles Bridges was an option. He's now been signed by the Hornets. But we have heard nothing since. The Cavaliers have not discussed him much. No new offer has been made to Isaac Okoro. No trade talks have come up. Cam Johnson still is floating around. But, and I believe we're going to make a video soon about it, Marcus Morris back in the fold for the Cavaliers. I don't know what that means for Isaac Okoro. I'm very confused in his situation as well. And for the Cavs, you see why they haven't signed any free agents. They've given their own guys money, and they've got decisions to make based on other teams. Isaac Okoro is going to have to wait, just like the rest of us, probably, to find out his fate. But drop down to the comments. We appreciate everybody who subscribes. We encourage you to subscribe. Get down into the comments. Is Jarrett Allen a main piece, part of that core four we talk about with the Cavaliers, or are they just buying time until they trade the big man? Get down into the comments. Do you think the Cavs should, or should they hold on to him? And what about Isaac Okoro? Is it time for the Cavaliers to do something there? Do they need to move him? When will the Cavs make all these decisions? We'll keep you tuned with everything happening with the Cavaliers here on Cavs Digest.